could you not watch it?
Because I could care less.
I think you better hear what he said before you say that.
All right, fine. How am I going to do that?
I made you look a set.
Who asked you to do that?
Nobody, but you can thank me later.
I thank you now. You put that back in your purse.
Don't you want to know what your good buddy had to say about you?
I am not particularly interested. We all know he hates my guts. Why should we rub my nose in it?
I don't want to rub your nose in it. I just think you should be aware of what he said so you can do something about it.
I intend to do something about it.
What?
I will never watch Port Charles today again.
You think this is funny?
I think this is pathetic. You're giving him all this attention. Come on.
I thought you wanted to be mayor.
I think that you're all giving the shark bait a little too much credit.
I think you're underestimating his power, and you better start preparing yourself for a lawsuit.
Damn right. You ought to sue that sorry excuse for a commissioner straight out of office and halfway into the next county.
What is this? Am I the only guy in town who doesn't want his hide?
You're the only one who didn't see the kill.
Look. Oh, great. I've had the riot act read to me by my sister, my boss, my friend. Who's going to be next? Let's go. No.
What?
I didn't see it.
Luke?
Oh, hi, Ruby. Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, you're talking to what's left of Luke. I kind of figured I'd hear from you next.
Well, honey, you mean to say you really didn't watch, Robert?
Oh, it's a good thing, too. From what I hear about it, I'm supposed to be severed into about 1 million pieces.
At the very least.
Well, it's not the first time, and it won't be the last.
Well, you don't sound very concerned.
Baby, what good is it going to do me to be concerned? You know, I don't know what he said. I don't want to know. It can't be that bad.
Oh, yes, it was, darling. It was plain awful.
Tell him even the people who support Lee thought Robert was wrong.
Okay.
Let me talk to him, Ruby.
Oh, just a minute.
Look, it's Natalie.
Uh-huh. I sort of thought you would be the next one on the line.
What Scorpio did was absolutely uncalled for. I mean, it was really despicable. If I didn't know how much he hated you, I'd think he'd lost his mind.
That rough, huh?
Look, it was slander, malicious slander.
I see. Well, that's what everybody keeps telling me.
Well, what are you going to do?
Well, maybe I should think about it. Thanks, Natalie. I'll talk to you.
All right.
All right, crank up that cassette. Let's hear what he had to say about me. Why should I be the only one in town not to know?
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Port Charles today, where we'll be talking with the law.
I suppose Luke could complain to the commissioner, but that's about it.
I don't know what Luke will do when he finally makes up his mind, but if I were Robert, I'd watch it.
Hello, Ruby.
Hi. Hello.
Georgia, Celia and I are going to Long Island for a little impromptu holiday.
Oh, how nice. I envy you.
Yes. I wanted to clear it with Steve. Is he around by any chance?
Oh, I'm afraid he's in a meeting, and it could be a lengthy one, too.
Well, in that case, I guess I'll check back with him later.
Well, I'll tell Dr. Hardy you were looking for him.
Good. Thanks very much.
Oh, Dr. Putnam, I'm so glad I ran into you.
I'm awfully busy right now.
Well, this will only take a moment. I just wanted to get your opinion on the Carter case.
What the hell is this all about?
You tell me. Long Island?
You heard?
I thought perhaps that I'd misunderstood.
No, you understood perfectly. I have to take Celia away.
Have to?
She's a nervous wreck thanks to you, Natalie.
Me?
Yes, you. She doesn't like your taste in plants or your method of delivering them.
Oh, you're referring to that unfortunate accident at the Greenhouse restaurant. What makes you think I had anything to do with that, Grant?
Just a hunch.
This time you're wrong.
Am I? I see. I suppose it was just happenstance that you were dining at the same time as my wife and I when that plant almost hit her. And of course you're going to continue to insist you know absolutely nothing about her nearly electrocuting herself with that hairdryer.
Need I remind you once again, comrade, who you are, and more importantly, who you're talking to?
Who am I talking to, Natalie? It's all the same mission. And I am finding it impossible to hold up my end of things with all this interference. It's your fault that I have to take Celia away. You think that I want to do this?
Don't you?
Celia is nearly hysterical at the moment. She is far too upset to be left alone. I have got to get her out, and she needs desperately to get some rest.
Well, why don't you give her something to calm her down? You're very good at that.
She promised her father she was coming to Long Island to visit, and I am going with her.
No, you're not. Neither one of you are going anywhere until this mission is completed.
I know exactly what you're trying to do. You are trying to force me to do something that is completely out of my control, and you're not going to do it.
We have to get that microfilm.
And I can't do that immediately.
No, going on vacation is not exactly going to speed up that process, is it?
You can't stop us, Natalie.
No?
No.
All right. I won't try. Have your holiday. But just remember one thing. No matter where you go, no matter how far or how close, the DVX will find you.
Dr. Barrows responds to fever. Dr. Barrows responds to Dr. Cunningham, you wanted surgery with Dr. Cunningham to OR staff.
Particular about how they do it. I don't have to tell you that this kind of influence on our city could be utterly disastrous. If the criminal element regains its foothold in Port Charles, well, I'm afraid you're going to have Luke's place to thank for it.
So now he's judge and jury.
Wait, it gets worse.
You mind if I have a word with you? Just over here.
Right here in front of Jackie and Luke, or don't you care if they see me with you?
Oh, come on, Bobbie. Just knock it off. I want a chance to explain about last night.
You made your feelings very clear last night.
You obviously you misunderstood them now. If you're going to put words into my mouth, at least get them right, okay?
Okay, I'm listening.
Now, you thought that I felt that you weren't good enough to meet my posh friends, the so-called horsey set. And what was it you said? My stuck-up daughter, particularly. Now, first of all, they are not posh friends. They're not posh. They don't know anything about horses. And as for my daughter, well, she's less affected than you sometimes.
And why didn't you want me to meet her?
I never said that.
You implied it.
You heard what you expected to hear, and not what I said.
You said that you didn't want me to go with you.
And I still don't want you to go with me.
Oh, well, maybe we should put this on tape.
Look, please just listen to me. I'm afraid that it's going to be very, very difficult for my daughter to accept the fact that there's another woman in my life. So what I wanted to do was to explain to her all about you. And when she realized how wonderful you were, how special you were to me, how important you were to me, then when I introduced you, she wouldn't be hurt. You see, if I just showed up with you in tow, then, I don't know, it could lead to a nasty situation. I don't know what you would think. Can you understand that? Can you understand why? Can you understand why I didn't want you to come just this one time?
Yeah. And I wouldn't blame you if you were really ashamed of me right now.
Oh, come on.
I acted like a real jerk.
No, come on. You don't even have that in you.
I'm sorry.
Hey, forget it. Look, promise you would do me one favor. Next time, let me get all the words out of my mouth before you jump on me.
But if I do that, then I have no reason to blow up at you, and then we have no reason to fight, and then we have no reason to make up. What fun is that?
That's absolutely right. Particularly the section where you're talking about making out.
Making up, making up.
That's what I said. So let's do it.
Later, I have to go to the hospital.
Are there any?
Later?
Thank you for being so understanding.
Well, you don't think I'm going to let something as silly as that stand between us, do you?
Good.
I'm sure of it. We're running out of time, so let me wrap it up with
Give Scorpio hell, he's got it coming.
Curious, Commissioner. If you could do whatever you'd like with Luke's place, what would that be? Close it down.
That's enough.
So now what was that you were saying you weren't interested?
Where's Jake Mayer?
Bobby said he was over at Kelly's watching the show.
Good. Then he'll know just what I'm talking about. Let's go, DL, let's go.
Almost ready. I am so relieved. I can't tell you how happy I am that we're getting away. Oh, Grant, I promise things are going to get right back to normal. What? Oh, no.
I'm afraid Steve Hardy can't manage without me. He's already got several doctors on vacation, and he can't spare even one more.
Well, can't he bring someone in?
Not on such short notice.
I knew it was too good to be true. I was just waiting for something like this to happen.
I'm sorry, Celia.
Guess it isn't that bad.
You're not upset.
Well, yes, of course I am, but I'll just have to go by myself, and then you can come later. And I really hate to leave without you, but I can't see any other way. I feel so much better with my father, and I'll feel much safer there than I do here when you're away. Naturally, I would rather be with you.
Darling, you will be.
How?
You can't go either.
Why not?
Because I'd rather you wait until I can join you.
Well, darling, so would I, but I really need to go now.
I just don't think we should be apart right now.
Well, then come with me.
I can't.
But you don't want me to go alone? Why not, Grant? What are you not telling me?
Nothing, Celia.
Grant, don't lie to me. I can see it in your eyes.
Baby, you're imagining things.
Am I, Grant? Then give me a date when we can leave.
I can't.
Why not, Grant? What's going on? What are you not telling me?
I can't leave. I have to stay here, and you have to stay with me, and that's all there is to it.
Grant, I don't understand. You wanted me to leave. What is going on? Why are you being like this, Grant? Grant?
Why is it? Darling, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Baby, you've got to trust me. You've just got to trust me. This isn't the way it was supposed to be. I swear, I'd never do anything to hurt you, baby. I love you.
Well, for example, when would reconstructive surgery be done?
Somebody who doesn't want to be found out, for instance. Somebody who wants a whole new identity.
Well, how drastically could the appearance be changed?
I mean, to start with a new nose, for instance. Cheekbones could be made higher or toned down. The chin widened or narrowed. The size of the shape of the ears altered. Oh, yes. The result can be a completely new facial structure.
Baby, I've got to get back to the hospital. I'll see you later. It's all going to be all right.
Georgia, hi. Is Ruby around?
I think she's in the cafeteria.
Thanks.
Have you talked to Luke?
He heard a tape of Scorpio's performance.
Well, I bet he didn't applaud when it was over.
Oh, he was angry.
Well, it's about time. I wondered when it was going to get through to him.
I hope he does something about it.
Yes, so do I. Knowing our Luke, I'm sure he will, and soon.
Jackie and Brock want him to sue.
Not a bad idea. Brock was there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And did you two make up? You were very upset last night.
Oh, that? Fine. It was all a misunderstanding.
Yours or his?
Mine all the way, but we got it all straightened out.
So you two are an item again?
Well, I certainly hope so.
Okay.
Bobbie, this just came for you.
Oh, thanks. In the mail?
No, a messenger delivered it.
Oh.
Messenger must be hot stuff.
Oh, I can't imagine what this is.
Maintenance to the 10th floor nurse's desk. Maintenance to the 10th floor nurse's desk.
What? Oh, wow. Honey, this is your rap sheet. Arrested for prostitute. Who would do such a thing? I mean, who knows about it except Steve and Jesse and Dana? Luke Rose?
Scotty Baldwin.
What a great morning. What else could go right?
Well, I hope you're not overestimating the impact of what Robert had to say.
Oh, yes, so do I.
Well, somebody is. Luke, if you're looking for your good buddy, Commissioner Scorpio, he's not here.
Did you pick up his check earlier, or did you mail it to him?
Hey, Luke, I had nothing to do with what he said on television.
I believe you, Lee. The question is, did you turn off your set?
I'm sorry, I can't believe it. Why would he do something like that?
He's always had a very distorted sense of humor, you know?
Yeah, well, that's no joke. It could mess up your whole campaign.
Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it, pal.
All right.
Jay, can I talk to you?
Sure. Would you have mind?
Can we sit down?
How does it feel to be the talk of the town?
How would you feel?
I'm not sure.
Well, I usually deserve it.
Not this time.
What do you think?
I was surprised at what the commissioner said.
Uh-huh. Do you think it was proper?
Politics, there's no such thing.
What about in law?
What do you mean?
What I mean, was it lawful what he said? I need a legal opinion.
Shoot.
Now, I know how you feel about the gambling issue. Can you put that aside for a moment?
Sure.
I want to know if a public official has a right to make biased, inflammatory statements that obviously are going to influence an otherwise fair election.
It's a good question. I was wondering the same thing myself.
Could you find out for me? Can you find out if what Scorpio did is legal?
And if it isn't?
You better start swimming for home.
You all right?
We're fine. Why?
Well, what are you still doing up here?
I just finished showering and dressing.
This late?
Yes, I got caught up watching television.
Let me get that.
No, it's fine. Don't bother.
Oh, no. No, no. No, 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 no. Not you, too.
Me too what?
Your Honor, I throw myself on the mercy of the court. I meant what I said, but I didn't mean to say it.
Insanity is no defense.
How about coercion? Listen, you heard Daly. That guy would not get off it. I had no intention of talking about gambling when I agreed to do that show.
He was persistent.
Guy was like a piranha. He wouldn't let go of it. I mean, it wasn't my fault. I couldn't lie to the man. Come on, Holly. My wife. I need a bit of support. You're the last person in the world I need against me right now.
I bet you shook up a few people this morning. That's one of them right now.
Okay, it's probably one of the grateful patrons of Luke's place about to tell me what a good guy I am. Listen, I'm not here. I've gone on an extended sabbatical in Tibet.
You wish. Hello? Holly?
Celia, what's up?
I need your help.
Is something wrong?
Yeah, I can't talk over the phone. Can we meet somewhere?
Now?
As soon as possible. I have to talk to somebody. I think I am losing my mind.